What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house, dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. Today is September 7th, 2021, and what a day, guys. Bitcoin, the crypto markets are getting wrecked, man. We're down 10.75% the last 24 hours in the entire market. Now, you're thinking to yourself, what could possibly have caused this? Some people are saying leverage traders got wrecked. You had the El Salvador Bitcoin legal tender officially go into effect today. Was it buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing? Got a multitude of things going on. But if you guys want to hear my take on it, stick around and I'll tell you what I think. All right, guys, so today is September 7th. Like I said, market is down 10.75%. Bitcoin's at 46,851, down 11%. Ethereum's wrecked. We're sitting at $3,448, down 11%. Cardano's down about 10.69%, sitting at about $2.51. We do have some gainers, though, the last 24 hours, even though the market's wrecked. Near Protocol's up 40%, $8.51. We got Fetch.ai at 17.72% up, sitting at $1.05, and we got Leo is up 4.66%, sitting at $3.13. Now, biggest losers on today's wreckage, we got Civic Coin down 20%, sitting at 50 cents. We got Gitcoin down 25%, sitting at $9.02, and we got Theta down 24%, sitting at $6.95. Now I can scroll down here, you guys can see the rest, but pretty much everything's down about 20%. 19%, just 4 pages of just people getting wrecked, coins getting wrecked. All right, guys, so today is September 7th. Like I said, there's a lot of different types of holidays going on today. You have the Bitcoin El Salvador legal tender going into effect. It was also National Beer Lovers Day today. Telephone Tuesday, I think this is like one of the biggest national holidays of just a bunch of random stuff. Texas Energy Savings Day, another Look Unlimited Day, Brazil Independence Day, Google, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't seem like anything else real interesting. National Salami Day for you salami lovers out there. But yeah, crypto bubbles. Ooh, everything is looking red, guys. Look at this. Except Near, like I just said, up 41.3% last 24 hours. And these are the top 100 coins, by the way. So literally every single coin got wrecked today is down except for Near. And then we got Leo token up 4.3%. Bitcoin dominance, it's still dropping slowly. We're at a 41.91% on the day. I like to pull this up every once in a while. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Let me refresh this. We are neutral. So getting wrecked today. Yesterday we were extreme greeds at a 79 to now we're at a 47. So it's good. We kept going up, and up. And you know, it can't sustain it forever. We need healthy pullbacks like this in the market so we can continue our upward trends. I always like to look at this. Obviously today it was a good day to buy if you are into the crypto market. So here's the Bitcoin charts pulled up right now. I do have exactly what time. It looked like the big dumpage started at about 04 Eastern Standard Time, where Bitcoin was about 52,342, and then it continued to dip about 0930 this morning when markets open here in the stock exchange, and then huge major dumpage all the way down. I think we wicked down to like $42,000 Bitcoin, and then it popped back up at around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard at about 46,000, and it's seemed to stabilize since then, for better or for worse, depending on how you guys look at it. So jumping into today's main topic and discussion is, why is the markets falling? And one of the big things out there that people are talking about is leverage trading. So now I'm no technical expert when it comes to charts and analysis, but I do have one of my good friends. He's been on my channel. He's got an awesome channel, 6Fig Stock Trader. We got him on today's show as a special guest talking about leverage trading. So 6Fig, welcome to the show.
We're here to talk a little bit about leverage trading. And as you mentioned, you're not too familiar with it, and that's okay. I would say that leverage trading should only really be utilized by seasoned and professional traders. And here's kind of what this is. Basically, it's when a trader borrows house money from their brokerage, exchange, whatever. They borrow shares, they borrow physical funds to finance their investing. So there's a little bit of a dirty secret when it comes to leverage trading. The number one thing is that when you open these accounts, they stick in there all this language that says if you trade on margin, and they also call it margin trading, if you trade on margin, you will be subjected to an X amount percent per every so many dollars that you borrow. So, for example, let's just say you have a 10-to-1 leverage, meaning you invest $1,000, you borrow $9,000 from the brokerage. So that means your purchase power will be $10,000. Now, the thing is, traders will get themselves into deep trouble particularly when they are trading in Forex or options. Now, cryptocurrency is another addition to that, but I would say the most risky is options trading and Forex. The thing that happens, especially with options trading, for example, is people will buy options contracts that expire worthless. So let's just say they go out on a 50-to-1, meaning they invest $1,000 and they borrow $50,000 for their trade, buy options contracts. All of a sudden, these options contracts expire worthless. Well, now they are on the hook for the $50,000. And they, in addition to borrowing the $50,000, they have to pay some hefty interest. And then if they do not return the $50,000 or whatever the amount is, you are then subjected to the exchange's attorneys and the fees that you will acquire from them. Now, they are not cheap. So you can kind of see the snowball effect that happens when inexperienced traders or even veteran traders who just happen to make a bad trade get burned with money that they cannot afford to lose. The other thing that tends to happen is traders have a low balance to begin with. Now, let's say they start off with maybe they've got $1,500 in their account. The exchange will say, okay, you need to maintain $1,500 in your account, that's yours, or we will start liquidating your holdings if you fall to a certain point below your required minimum balance. Now, this is what is called a margin call, where the brokerage will call you and demand that you deposit money. Usually it's within 48 hours. They expect some of these people to deposit large sums of money that they just don't have.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of Pandora's box when you enable leverage trading. And so let's just say, for example, that everyone was using leverage to buy Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what's happening. They might have $5,000 or $1,000. Let's just say they bought a couple Bitcoin for 100K. So they did 100K, 100-to-1 leverage. And now Bitcoin is trading at whatever, well below what they paid for the Bitcoin, presumably. And if it continues to fall, you can see how the value of their portfolio will diminish, and the brokerage may be forced to liquidate their positions. So this can be very risky, especially when we see these market corrections like we saw today. And that's just kind of a very vague recap on leverage trading. We could get more in depth, for example, when you hear about the good old Robinhood infinity money glitch, Google it. Robinhood patched it, but there were some rogue traders that basically hacked Robinhood's leverage trading, and they were able to leverage millions of dollars off of a few $1,000s. So
Wow.
it's definitely a gray area. I do not leverage trade personally.
That's what I was about to say. Have you ever done leverage trading?
I have in the past,
Did you get wrecked?
but there are some other psychological things that come along with it. You're constantly thinking, okay, I'm going 50K into this trade with money, I don't necessarily want to lose or can't afford to pay back right at this moment. But it's definitely a different kind of psychological mind trip, at least for me. So that's why I
Gotcha.
don't trade with it.
Cool. Well, definitely thanks for the explanation. Hopefully that helps a lot of people out there that don't really know what leverage trading is a little bit better. But I do want to jump into my article that I have pulled up. I've got a couple sections highlighted. It has some data that they pulled from some of the exchanges on leverage trading, and I'm just going to go through the article, and I want to hear your thoughts if you kind of agree with it or what.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
All right, so
I'm interested to see what they have to say.
yeah, so I pulled this from Cointelegraph. Analysts point to over-leveraged traders after Bitcoin flash crashes to 43,000. Traders were hit hard as 3.5 billion in liquidations took place as Bitcoin price crashed below 43,000. So traders were caught flat-footed on September 7th after a sharp collapse in the price of Bitcoin. So the digital asset fell below 43,000, and this led to widespread liquidations in derivative markets as more than 3.54 billion was liquidated. And then here they have a little tweet on here from Crypto Defer. And it has amount of liquidations in the past 24 hours by exchanges was 3.54 billion. 330,243 traders were liquidated. The largest single liquidation order happened on Huobi Global, value at 43.7 million. So that seems to be the biggest. And then it also has Bybit, 1.246 billion, 859 million on Huobi. Doesn't make any sense because they just said 43.7 million. Binance 715 million, OKEx 359, FTX 123 million, and BitMEX was 93 million. So all together, like I said, was a total of 3.54 billion was liquidated, which is insane. The bullish sentiment had been on rise coming out of Labor Day holiday weekend in the United States because Bitcoin was officially recognized as legal tender in El Salvador, but the celebration was quickly extinguished by Bitcoin's 16% plunge. So that kind of goes back to, I don't know if it was just timing. Why would the liquidations happen on today? Like, did they plan it or just, I don't know how that works. Do you know, Six Fig? Like, why would, it's just the timing, just, it was so weird that all of that happened on this El Salvador.
Yeah, and typically when these liquidations happen, you'll kind of see a very quick chain reaction trickle down effect. And what happens is as these traders' accounts fall below their required minimums, you will see the exchanges quickly react. And this does save the traders on a lot of times from accruing a lot larger debt than just letting it ride. So let's just say we have some traders liquidate, at a certain level. Let's just say their account, I'm just going to throw out some numbers, for example, but let's just say, people that are leveraging $200,000, they would be saved first, then the people that are leveraging 100,000, 10,000, 2,000. You can kind of get the drift there. And so what happens is the exchange liquidates these accounts, forcing sell-offs of assets, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever. And so as these sell-offs occur, it will trigger more liquidations the further the coin falls. Meaning,
Gotcha.
These larger accounts, as soon as they meet these minimum thresholds, the exchanges will step in and liquidate accounts. And so you can kind of see how quickly this can escalate.
Definitely. Then the end of the article was talking about Willy Woo was posting a tweet. They opened with equities risk off, some sell down Bitcoin, medium levels of fundamentals inflowing, which is the selling, then stop hunt liquidity collapse, and then 1.1 billion liquidations. The ensuing sell-off resulted in 1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin liquidations. But on-chain data does not suggest that investors are in a rush to close their positions, and the most recent activity shows that exchanges are back in buying mode, which definitely we've seen. Follow-up tweet from Wu shows the unexpected September 7th move in the market was a good reminder that risk management is always something to keep in mind in the crypto market. Wu said, not entirely sure what the F just happened, but that's the sequence of events. The sell-off was mainly on derivative markets, like most crashes. You agree with that one?
Yeah, that's very interesting article. Yeah, to some extent I do agree with it. And as you know, on my channel too, I've been kind of taunting the idea of this whole ending diagonal theory. So I do think,
I didn't get a chance to watch that either to see the TA
yeah,
perspective, but
so Bitcoin's been in an ending pattern diagonal for a while now, and this could have just been the tip of the iceberg that sunk the ship, so to speak. But yeah, it's definitely when you were reading off some of those dollar amounts, over $1 billion liquidated today alone. Like, that's huge.
yeah. Cool.
Definitely going to impact the market. And like I've been saying too, I think there's some indecision right now amongst traders. I did put out a post earlier today asking some of my followers. I basically asked them if they were buying the dip or holding out, and I want to say a good 60 to 70% of them said that they were buying the dip.
Oh yeah.
The other 30% said that they're just kind of holding off. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, so that goes back to what the end of the article said, like with risk management. And I've been in the crypto space for over 5 years now, and I don't know if I'm just mentally messed up or something, but I'm used to big swings like this, like 30%, 20%, 30%, whatever dips. I mean, it happened earlier this year. My portfolio dropped, quite a bit. I'm not going to say the dollar amount, but to the normal person, if I were to tell them, and I know you know Six Fig, it's just mentally draining for some people. Like, and especially for new people who just got in, if they just bought the last couple of days, they're gonna look at this dip and be like, I hate cryptocurrency. I'm just gonna get out. So just if anyone's out there, you just got to have an exit strategy. Like, are you gonna hodl? Are you gonna take profit on the way up? Buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. Like, there's just a bunch of different things going on there, but in the end, what I always suggest to people is just do your own research. None of this is financial advice. We're both just two dudes online talking about crypto because we like it. And yeah, just make sure you do your own research. That's all that's all I've been doing. And then you formulate an opinion and you make a trade, you sell, you buy, you FOMO. It all depends. It could be either good or it could be either bad.
Yep, that's the truth. And to get you guys the exact percentages here, I had pulled my followers. Are you buying the dip? No wrong answer here, although one side will be right in hindsight. 54 votes, 72% of the people rang in yes, 7% said thinking about it, 20% said no.
Interesting.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah, I think we're still gonna go up. That's just my opinion, though. I think this is just a little blow. We kept going up. Everything was good the last couple of weeks, but like we definitely needed a pullback, and I think today was what happened. We needed that dip. All right, jumping over real quick. This is my longest static video that I've had, 18 minutes. I wanted to talk about sentiment token, Cent token. This thing has been blowing up. I've heard about it for a while. I think it came out in early June. I did a video on this token. DJ Crypto, I FOMO'd in the other night when it was like 3.5 cents, I want to say. I bought a couple $1,000 worth, and now it's sitting at a little over 8 cents. So I made a huge chunk of change on this the last couple of days. And if you guys are interested in like a small cap coin, we had trading volumes the last 24 hours is $155,000. Highly recommend it. It's a governance token for Trade the Chain. Alex Mascioli is the founder of that company, co-founder. So check that out. Check that video out. And also, make sure you guys go and follow Six Fig Stock Trader and myself, Crypto Airborne at DPerch531 on Twitter. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you again, Six Fig, for coming on. You got any final words or thoughts?
Yeah, thank you again for having me on. It's always a pleasure talking to you, especially crypto and everything else. Really, no final parting words other than I hope everyone has the best of luck in the market and hopefully we go up.
All right, everyone. Have a great night. Crypto Airborne.